Okay, I wanted to talk to you today about another of God's herbs. Again, what I say in this video is not to be misconstrued as medical advice in any way, shape, or form, or the diagnosis of disease. What you do with this information is your responsibility. This information is for educational purposes only. Okay, I want to talk about a plant called horsetail. And I have had the pleasure of seeing this growing in the wild. It likes very wet, damp, partly shady places. It grows all over the place, really. I've seen it in California, in other states as well. And its Latin name, and I'll put that in the notes, is Equisetum arvense. Equisetum arvense. That's how you pronounce it. Now, horsetail, I'm going to read quite a bit about it, but let me do the small part first. It's also called shave grass. That's another name for it. And it's very good for the urinary tract, okay? Especially a lower urinary tract infection. It's very high in silica acid, which helps circulation. It aids in the coagulation, right? So it's very good when applied externally. It can help staunch and heal a bleeding wound. Fractured bones, they did research and they found out that a fractured bone will heal much quicker if you take horsetail. Okay? And this is because it's very rich in silicone and selenium. So it's also high in vitamin E, pantothenic acid, copper, manganese, sodium, cobalt, iron, and iodine. Now you can take this plant, you can dry it and take it as a tea, which is really a pleasant tea. People take it in tincture form, also called an extract, which is a liquid form. It's usually in a base of alcohol, but it can be in a base of glycerin. People will also take it in capsule form. I like the tea. It's wonderful. I'll make a tea with a lot of different things, you know, a little like cauldron of different teas. And I do put horsetail in it because it's very good. And one of the things it does do, which I was reading about not too long ago, is it helps detox heavy metals from your body, especially aluminum, which has been linked to Alzheimer's, right? And of course, we're all being exposed to many toxins in the air, especially in regards to what's happening above our heads daily. I'll leave it at that. So one might want to take it as a preventative. Now, let me go through this. Its botanical name is derived from two Latin terms, equus, E-Q-U-U-S, which means horse, and seta for bristle. And it does look like, you know, a horse's tail. The name resulted from its peculiar bristled appearance at the stem joints, right? Horsetail is strongly astringent, okay? And that means it'll dry things up, and is used both internally and externally, okay, for wounds. It's been used for centuries as a diuretic, aiding in kidney infections, dropsy, and gravel. These are all kidney disorders. It is also beneficial as a wash for a swelling eyelid, right? That's very good too to know. American Indians in Guatemala have used it to aid in their treatment of cancer. Okay, decoctions, which is when you boil it for a long time. But see, horsetail is something that you would just steep. You would get hot water, throw it in, and let it steep for like max 5 minutes, and then strain. But you can make a poultice of it too. You can make a decoction where you'd boil it long, well, simmer it long, and you wouldn't boil it, you'd simmer it, and then you would make a poultice, and even your infusions too. And you can use that for, you know, polyps, abdominal issues. Horsetail has large amounts of silica, as I said. And of course, children have large amounts of silica in their body, which makes them very supple. Older people get stiff, because older people, their bodies get heavy with calcium. And this is why people drink distilled water. Well, this is why I make my teas out of distilled water. I don't use tap water. I use distilled water because distilled water helps eliminate calcium, hardened calcium in the body. Okay, and if you put in the silica, it helps your body become more limber, eliminating some of the stiffness. Horsetail helps facilitate the use of calcium in the body, right? Putting it in the right place, not in your arteries. And has a high silica content, as I said, and helps to strengthen fingernails, increases the flow of urine. It'll help with your hair. Okay. It helps hold calcium in the body in the right place. It helps prevent split ends. Now, one thing I really like about horsetail is it kills parasite eggs. And it's known to dissolve tumors. And there is some research to suggest that tumors are simply parasite eggs. And this makes sense. So if you're killing, if you're killing parasite eggs, and if they were, if they were parasite tumor, if the tumors were parasite eggs, it would dissolve. Horsetail increases the production of urine and shrinks inflamed mucosal tissue, particularly the prostate. So that's good to know too. Studies have shown that fractured bones will heal much faster when horsetail is taken. I already had said that. It has been found to be good for eyes, ear, nose, throat, and glandular disorders. Silica found in horsetail is helpful in aiding circulation, which I already said. I'm reading for 2 different books. That's why I repeat myself a little bit here. But they're excellent books. That's why I use them. And I go by my own knowledge as well. Using horsetail in solution in bathing will produce an accelerating and invigorating effect on the body. It increases the metabolic rate of the body by feeding the system through the skin, improving circulation, swelling due to injury or dropsy, and is useful in treating mending bones and chilblains. Okay, which are I think they're chilblains are like burns on the skin. It is used as a poultice to reduce menstrual bleeding. Horsetail is effective because it promotes coagulation, hence decreases bleeding. Horsetail has been used historically for diabetes, right? It must lower sugar a little bit. It is used as a diuretic and a tonic for body's spring cleaning and detoxification. I take it really for the anti-parasitic effects and because it's been known to detox heavy metals, particularly aluminum, and from the brain as well. Cilantro also does that. So I like to make a tea of horsetail and cilantro together. It's not something you would necessarily take every single day, but you can take, horsetail from time to time. Okay? I wouldn't say every single day, but I would say take it, time to time. You can take it for a week or 2 and then lay off for a month and then take it again. But it's good to know, and but again, externally you can use it all the time. But again, it's very good to help strengthen the nails and the hair, and with the parasites, and of course detoxing from heavy metals. And this is all information you can find online, and you can do more research if you're interested. Maria Trebin has an excellent book, God's Pharmacy, and in that book she mentions horsetail. She has a whole section on it. And I can read from it if there's a need for it. If you guys wanted me to do that, I can do that. Okay. Anyway, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you. Bye-bye.